a lot of this is recognizing your patterns and figuring out what you're doing and how it serves you, especially when you're in some kind of argument or negotiation with your partner. Like one thing I see a lot is a strategy that people have, or a habit, where you'll say something to your partner like, you do this thing, and you do this a lot, or you always do this thing. And then you will come up with examples of your point. You know, last week we were late because you weren't ready. And in that, your partner's usual response is something like, either there was a reason why that happened, well, you know that was because the whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll come up with another example to try to prove your point, and they'll have another reason why, or they'll counter with, oh yeah, well, what you say, I do that, well, you did that very same thing that time 3 weeks ago when this happened. And then you're saying, well, I did that because of this. And all of a sudden you guys realize that you've gone, I don't know how much time, but whatever the original point was has gone so far aside, because you're talking about 6 levels into, well, I did that because of this, and you did this because of that, and oh yeah. And at the end of it, you realize that nothing's really gotten resolved. You both feel unhappy, and it's pulled you guys farther apart. So that whole strategy of you do this, and let me give you examples of it, doesn't seem to work for so many people. And there's a lot of reasons why. But if that's not working, then the work you do in here is figuring out what works for you, what works for your partner, and what brings that conversation to some place that will ultimately leave you feeling heard, leave your partner understanding and also feeling heard, and hopefully have your needs met and have you guys feel closer together and more connected.